The robbers were slapping number tags on the hostages.
25.
이 씨발 새끼 한 번만 더 그딴 소리 내면 죽어.
All to keep better control over them. Their plan: make an example of someone to assert their authority. Turns out, hostage number 55 was the bar's owner. He wore a totally dismissive look on his face, which made the robbers furious. The robber turned to the hostage representative and snapped, "What do we do when someone's being a smart aleck?" The representative was a bar employee who'd been pushed around by the owner for years. This was finally his moment to rub it in. Suddenly, a woman in the hostages stood up straight and headed for the door. The robbers yelled at her to stop, ordering her to sit back down or they'd shoot. But the woman just looked them calm in the eye, said, "Go ahead, pull the trigger." She added that even if they didn't kill her, she was gonna get sold anyway. Curious, the robbers asked why. Turns out, the bar owner had tricked her into taking out a loan shark's debt. She couldn't pay back the massive amount, and the owner was about to sell her off to cover it. The robbers were livid when they heard that. When they found out she owed a total of 50 million, they decided to help her pay it off. The robber was crazy generous. He just tossed down 250 million yuan on the spot. He said the extra 200 million was a tip for her. The bar owner's jaw dropped to the floor. He was still reeling from the shock and joy when the robber tore up the IU, but his happiness didn't last 2 seconds. The money was still warm in his hands when the robber snatched it right back. Soon after, the robbers realized a problem. They had way too many hostages. The bar's leftover food wasn't gonna last them all the next few days, and the cops had already surrounded the place tight outside. So they made a call. Let some hostages go. Who gets to leave? Depends on how good their excuse is. One woman stepped up. "I'm getting married tomorrow." She thought that was a surefire pass, but the robber just skipped right over her. "Getting married tomorrow, and you're out at a bar." Next up was a guy. And then, surprisingly, 3 underage kids. The robber raised an eyebrow. Underage kids in a bar? Are you kidding me? After grilling them a little, they found out the truth. A bar employee had told the kids there was free beer here, so they'd snuck in. A few hours later, all the hostages had given their excuses. But just then, the representative turned to the robbers and said, "You missed someone. The bar owner." The owner flipped out immediately. "I'm the bar owner. Why the hell would I want to leave?" He'd had enough of the robbers pushing him around. He thought they only called the shots here because they had guns in their hands. With that, he stood up and challenged one of the robbers. "Let's fight fair. No guns, just fists." But to his surprise, the robber agreed right away. The owner showed off his tattoos and his buff build, totally confident he could take the robber down with one punch. But here's the kicker. The robber knew martial arts. The owner lasted all of 5 seconds. And with that, the first group of hostages was let go. They were swarmed by reporters. The second, they stepped outside. But surprisingly, they all had nothing but good things to say about the 3 robbers. Now, here's the question for you. If you were one of these hostages, what excuse would you use to get out of there?